Hi guys, I welcome you back to my channel. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Today I want to talk about how to connect with water. Though we connect with water in our day-to-day life, we connect with water because you use water to bathe, you use water to cook, you drink water. We connect with water in our day-to-day life. But the one I'm trying to explain is if you are from water and as a water person, you want to connect back to water because you have been casting and binding them for a long time and you are suffering as a result of that. Because one thing is for sure, you cannot run away from your shadow and you want to come back to your source from where you reincarnated from. First, you can connect with them in the stream. Most of us came from Atlantic Ocean, a salty water. And most of us came from water in the sky. And most of us came from stream. But in order to connect to ocean, you first of all go to the primary source, that is stream. A running stream. It can be a still water, but that doesn't dry. Spirit dwells there. You connect to your people through that source. Yes, you connect to them through that source. And when you get there in the water, in the stream, there is a gatekeeper that is standing in the gateway from this world to the underworld in the water. He stands, the spirit is not a male, it's not a female. It stands, that is why I use that word, it stands in between the water and the land. You connect to that, your ancestors, because we have ancestors in the water. We have spiritual guides, your guides. You have the one that comes here, that came with you here, and you also have the ones that are in the water, that the ones here signal if there is anything you'll be needing. That is, if you have make peace with them, if you have connect back to them. But in order to connect back to them, you need that spiritual guards that stands in between the physical world and the underworld in the water. What you need is not necessarily you going with fruits, but it's also important. And going with white chalk because it's for peace. Yes, but it's your heart. Are you going there that they told you to connect back to your root in the water, to connect back to your source? Or are you going there that things are very hard for you? You want to try to check if things will work? No. They will observe you well. If you get there and pass the message to the gatekeeper there, the gatekeeper will pass it across to your family, to your spiritual family in the water. Because it's just as if you post a letter and the letter, the person that's working in the post office will now take that letter to the person you are giving it to. That is how it is. In total submission, you go there with those gifts, most especially your broken heart that they are looking at, to know if truly you are back, or because you come back because things are very difficult for you. You come back because you don't have any other thing to do again. You have no option. Not that you really want to come back, but you don't have option. They shake your heart. The same thing if you want to connect back to ocean. You still follow the same rule. Maybe where you are, there is no ocean there. Go to the stream. They will now send signal to your people in the ocean. The same thing applies to if you're from water that comes from up, because most of us don't come from water physical, that is the water in the land, but water from up. Maka nne mmiri bi n'elu biri n'ala, ọ bụkwa eke nwe ọfịa. O bi n'elu biri n'ala, eke bi na mmiri biri n'ụlọ. Ọ bụ chi bi n'elu biri n'ala. So most of us don't necessarily come from water that is here, that is in the land that you can see, but water from up. Because they have a lot of words that exist at the same time and the same play. The words of gods and divas, the words of demigods, the words of animals. But when you are connecting, the spirit you should summon are the spirit from the world of gods and divas. And they have the word of demigod that also exists. The way this place you are now exists. So for you to connect back, just follow this step that I just said. Or you can still fetch water. Because most of us that are from the water are still scared of water. You can fetch water in the plain. This natural water that just fell from the sky that did not touch roof. Keep it. Connect. And when you're telling them, you tell them to send signal for you to know that they have gotten your message. Likewise, people that come from the ocean, when the spirit wants to visit you, it comes with lightning and a high breeze to send you signal. And you will not get this connection or this signal just by visiting the water once. No. You will do it maybe once a week, depending your schedule, your time. You make it part of you because they are part of you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I want to end this video now. Thank you for hanging out with me. I send you lights. See you. Bye.